Get ready for your favorite artists, whether they're from Adult Swim singles or whether they're from Spotify, SoundCloud, Underground. Your favorite artists, we're going to bring them to our basement and have them play live, uncut, and unplugged just for you. Jock.
What's up?
My partner in crime, my co-pilot.
Yes.
How are you? We are doing this. This is happening. I'm so excited.
This is crazy.
It's kind of dope, right? Well, I'm going to have a seat because I want to talk to you. I cannot believe we got a platform for music and musicians and artists to come on Adult Swim and sing.
This is crazy. First off, you being an artist.
Yeah.
I want to know real quick, what brings you to Adult Swim?
Well, honestly, I feel like Adult Swim kind of gave me my platform to still do music. To be honest, I was with a mainstream label for 10 years, and then I kind of went underground and on my own in indie without a label, and I needed a place to have my music be heard.
Yeah.
And Adult Swim gave me that platform with Adult Swim singles. If you guys don't know, you need to download Adult Swim singles. It's super dope. Some of your favorite artists are kind of hanging on there and killing it. But when I did my independent hustle, I kind of felt like mainstream artists were only having their way to have a platform, but we underground artists, we independent artists didn't have a place to really do our thing. So I said, yo, what if we create a basement, a spot that's underground that looks similar to my garage basement in New Orleans, Louisiana. Shout out to New Orleans, on Jonlee Drive, and have a place where artists can come in and talk about their music and you listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, Adult Swim plays some of the best songs, but you don't know who the artists are. Some of them you know, and some of them you haven't heard of. So I feel like we should put those Swim single artists on a platform and have them perform, so you get to know them a little bit better and you get to hear them play live and unplugged.
Yes, you got to. Dawn.
Yes.
Real quick, Redemption.
Yes.
It's amazing. It was on Insecure. One of your songs were featured on there.
Yes. So Redemption is my album. Yeah, I did an album. I did a few albums. I did a trilogy.
Yeah.
And yeah, Redemption was my latest album, and it was Sands. The record Sands was on Insecure. Big ups to Issa for having me be on there, because I didn't have a label. A lot of the artists that on the soundtrack for Insecure are label artists. So shout out to her for giving indie artists like me a shot. Speaking of that, though, one of the artists that we have as our special guest was on Insecure as well. She's on the Insecure soundtrack. I'm a fan of her. I love her. I love her soul. I love her vibes. And I think it was only right that she pop our cherry. She'd be the first person to come on our show.
Okay.
Bosco.
Right.
You actually interviewed her on your show.
Yeah, Bosco is amazing.
She's so bomb.
We're going to have a lot of fun with her today.
Yeah.
She's a talented artist. And one thing I love about her is that she cares about the craft so much.
She's
like
an artist. She's a true artist.
Like details from just like graphics to even her artwork. It's amazing.
So since you're talking about artwork and graphics, and we have Bosco, we can't play her right now because she's going to come and perform for us later. Yeah. But I wanted to ask you, speaking of artists, who's your favorite artist right now who's killing the game beyond our fave Bosco?
All right.
Like, who's your connect, like your favorite of the fave song of the week, fave artist of the week?
Yeah, I would say right now who's killing it, I have a song for you. Don't judge me.
Oh my God.
See how this works.
So you're going to play it. You're not even going to tell me.
I'm just going to play it. I'm not going to tell you the name.
Guys, see, I never really like his picks because we are two completely different beasts.
Yes.
I'm going to be hard on him. I think you should be hard on him too. You guys, make sure you hit us up on Twitter, #Underground Swim. We want to know your thoughts. We want to hear you tell the truth too, because I don't want to be the only one saying I don't like his pick.
All right.
So, okay, let's hear it and let's see
all right,
if I like what your fave is, because I have my faves.
Just let it sit. Just wait. It's going to hit you.
It's alternative, so I like that.
Definitely alternative. See, I knew that you liked that. That's why I chose this one.
Who is this?
I'm not gonna tell you, but just wait. You gotta wait. Just let it sit. I'm gonna let it. It's gonna hit you. Do you like it?
Well, I haven't.
Hold on.
This is great. Who is this?
All right, now this is August Burns Red. This is their song called The Cross, and this is coming off their project that's expected to drop October 6th.
I like them.
Yeah. Full album. This is going to be their 7th album.
August Burns Red.
Yes, they have a project coming out called Phantom Anthem. That's the name of their album. This is their 7th album.
This is an interesting pick for you because he's an R&B head.
I am.
I'm more of an alternative girl, but this is like Metal.
Very metal. See, I know that. See, I wanted to do something that kind of just where we meet in between because I'm R&B. I know you love just alternative.
I love that you went this route. You guys, what do you think? I don't know. Hit us up. Underground Swim. I want to know what you feel. I like this though.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay.
I got something else you want to hear. I got two actually.
How do you? Okay, let me see. Are you gonna go completely rock again, or are you gonna switch it up?
I'm gonna switch it up. This is from a guy that I respect so much. His name is Shamir, and he just released a song called 90s Kids, which is freaking amazing. Just talking about being a broke millennial. And
broke millennial. I know that. Shout out to all the broke millennials out there who are poor and sharing all their money on their craft. I am one of you.
Yes. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna play this.
Okay.
Right here. There we go.
Am I gonna like this?
You better. It's very relatable.
Interesting tone.
Very interesting. He's in like a new artist, and his work is like great.
Where's he from originally? Do you know?
No, but the music video to this song is very funny because he says he's a 90s kid. So the music video is just like a Windows 97 software, which features just like meme cultures from today.
Do you guys know this artist? I've never heard. He's new.
Very new, and he has a project coming out November 3rd called Revelation.
And his name is
Shamir.
Shamir. Yes. You guys check him out. This is different. I'm proud of you. You're branching out.
Thank you.
He's normally in a bubble bath with candles.
Okay.
That's his vibe. His music is normally I'm indica, and I'm in a tub of roses, and sometimes I don't want to be in a bubble bath all the time. He's always in a bubble bath.
I love baths. Sometimes bubbles. Especially.
Your music, his vibe is very vibey. It's very, I'm in a bubble bath all the time. But this is good for you. We're out, we're walking.
I'm trying to get out the tub.
Good for you.
Trying just
good
a
for you
bit,
for trying.
Yeah.
I love you for this.
Thank you. Love you too.
Can we get into what's trending?
Let's do it.
So we actually have a piece in this segment that we call What's Trending, where we go to you guys on social media and we see what's popping in gaming, which is one of my favorites, in tech and in anime. So we go to the pulse and kind of see what people are talking about and what's new and what's up and coming, and we want to hear from you guys and know your opinions about what's going on. We want to know how you feel. So hashtag Underground Swim, and let's talk about it. So let's get into what's trending.
Trending.
What's trending?
What's trending, D?
Okay, so I read this in Pitchfork. This is the truth, guys. This is not a lie. They are saying that VR pop stars are the new next thing in the industry. You heard that correctly. That VR pop stars are the new thing. So I want to ask you guys, would you go see a VR hologrammed artist perform? I say this because there is a huge pop star that is the Beyonce of VR. Her name is Hatsune Miku, and she is a pop star, and she is so big that Givenchy has actually dressed her for Vogue.
Oh, she fancy.
Yeah, so I want to cut to this clip because I want you guys to see her in action, and I want to know from you, would you go see Hatsune Miku perform? She's like huge. I live for her hair.
Her hair is pretty dope. Get it. Get it.
Yes, Han. She's got teal hair. She's awesome. Jock, would you go see her?
Is that like an honest question?
Yes, it's an honest I think she's magnificent, and I would totally go see her perform.
I would. How about this? I wouldn't turn her down. I would watch her in my living room. I wouldn't go out.
No, but you'd miss the experience. She's huge. She originally started out as a synthesizer program. She was from a software program called Vocaloid, and she was the avatar for the program called Vocaloid. But what happened was it became such a phenomenon that she blew up, and now she's huge. She's one of the hugest pop stars in Japan. And her name is Hatsune Miku. Yeah, I would go see her.
I don't know about that. I feel like I'll be missing out on like the experience of seeing an actual person on stage, drumming, guitar, singing.
But I mean, there's dancers involved. There's choreography.
Like
there
real?
is a band. Yes, there are real people that do choreography with her. She's like Sailor Moon in action. She's like if Sailor Moon was an actual performer. I think this is brilliant. I would definitely go see it. I'm a VR fanatic. I love VR visual. I've done a lot of VR visuals, and I don't know. I feel like the tech behind this is pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
you have to think the software and the amount of time that goes into them creating each show is another level.
Yeah.
And holograms is the new thing. Tupac, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson.
You naming all the greats right now.
All of them are holograms.
Yeah.
Even in LA, there's hologram theaters now.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go see her give you an 8 count.
See, you name all of the greats. That's just
and then
like
I put
physical talent.
I basically named all the greats and then said Hatsune Miku.
Yeah. This is like
she's on that level.
This is like engineer talent. You can't engineer
But there's
that.
talent in engineering a talent. There's talent in engineering a performer.
All right,
we're gonna agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree, but I'll try it.
You try it
just one time. I'll go.
Guys, would you
show.
go see her perform? Hit us up. Underground Swim hashtag. Hit us up. I want to know what you think. I like her. I think she's badass. Yeah, Speaking of badass,
ooh.
Yeah, I'm really excited because he's a friend in my head. He's not a friend in real life, but he's a friend in my head. Tyler, the Creator, he's created this cartoon, The Jellies, and now it's going to be coming out and premiering October 22nd called The Jellies. Give it up for Tyler, man. He's killing the game. He's got a show on Vice, and now he's got this. I think he's taking his brand to a whole nother level. I think he's hella smart for what he's done. He's created a brand. Let me give you the information behind this cartoon because I think it's brilliant. It's basically a family of jellyfish who the son finds out he's adopted because he's a human.
Mm-hmm.
And he realizes after years of being with his family that, oh my God, I'm adopted. So he goes out on a quest to like find the real him and who he is. I don't know why he doesn't realize he's adopted the moment he doesn't have tentacles, but it's brilliant. It's great, and kudos for him for making the character black. He talked about it at Comic-Con. He said, they asked him why did he decide to change the character to a black guy, and he said, why the hell not?
Yeah.
I love that choice. Let's see the trailer.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, everybody. I'm Staniel. Welcome to Walla Walla, Washington. I'm going to show you guys why our city is really, really good. We have nice beaches. Look, it's lifeguards doing what they do best. Because of our wildlife, we take recycling very seriously here. Honey. I found
His edges are
We have a
awesome.
rehabilitation centers. You know what they say about Vegas. Oh, look, it's a puppy. We have schools, doctors, coffee shops. The neighborhoods are really quiet with great houses. That's because all the minorities here have money. Let's take a closer look in one, shall we? Hey, sir, I'm making a documentary on... No, it's a documentary. We have good, well-paying jobs where you can retire and never become manager. Oh, it's our mayor, Leonard Jenkins.
Man, what the hell do I look like reading all this?
And speaking of government, all lives matter. Just kidding. And most importantly, we have family restaurants where even the adopted child is considered family. We have karaoke nights here sometimes too. So as you can tell, Walla Walla is not only a great city to raise a family in, we also accept the blacks and the homosexuals. Walla Walla, doopity doop, bye. Doopity doop.
How can you not love that?
I love Tyler.
Can
man.
you understand that the edges were one thing, and then the ponytail that came from the back was everything, and then if you didn't catch it in the end where he was walking, the store in the back said M&H instead of H&M. Brilliant. Tyler, you're brilliant.
I love
we
Tyler.
love you.
You know he also composed the musical score for
It doesn't
Jellies.
surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. You guys, make sure you support him. Jellies, October 22nd. It's pretty brilliant. I like what he's doing.
I love Tyler.
I love Tyler, the Creator. Super smart. I want to ask you something. Are you into gaming still? Oh, man. Boo. I'm booing you.
See, I already know you're going to give me crap.
I'm going to give you crap. You should still be gaming.
I'm very busy, though. Very, very busy.
What are you busy doing, Jock?
Let me tell you, I have a little dog to take care of.
That was your excuse. Out the gate, you use the dog as the reason why
my
you're
dog,
not gaming.
she has bad anxiety, and she just needs all of my attention.
You lost 16 people when you said dog.
16,
You lost 16 very committed people.
Well, she needs me, though. Gaming takes up a lot of my time, and it just...
Well, you're not playing the game right then. I don't understand.
It's
Your dog.
It's a lot.
If you're a G, your dog would play with you. If you were a G and you train the dog correctly.
I can play games with my dog. I can do that.
Well, you're not a part of this. For all my gamers who are with me and who love gaming, this is real big news for me, guys. Nintendo has just announced that Mario is no longer a plumber. That's not his profession anymore. I don't know about you, but I'm devastated. Nintendo has said now that they have put it on the car that now he is no longer a plumber. It's in his bio, but they don't tell us what he is now. So for everybody out there who's been playing Mario, who's believed he's been the best plumber in the world, even though he hasn't literally plumbed in a long time. The reality is he is no longer a plumber. So I ask you, what does a guy do with overalls? What is his job now?
Just sit around the house or.
Mario doesn't sit around. He saves lives.
But, okay, so you said he's no longer a plumber. I feel like they're just retiring his occupation. He's probably just retiring.
But is he a sellout? Is he too bougie now to pick up I just feel like, why would you leave what made you?
Mario getting old. He's getting old.
How many? I know a lot of plumbers that are up there, dude, and they keep consistent. And my thing is now, what happens to Luigi? Is he left out? Have we left him out of this? Has he said, I'm better now, I have money, I'm not in a different place? I feel very devastated by this. I want to hear from you guys. Are my gamers, are you cool with the fact that Mario is no longer a plumber? Or you're like, he's never really been a plumber, and it's like the last 10 years he's been playing without his wrench.
Playing games. He's been, yeah.
And he's secretly been MI6. I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. Hit us up, Underground Swim. Talk to us, man. This is questions that I need answered. I want your opinions. This is really for us. What's Trending is about you guys talking to us, letting us know if this is really, if this matters. This matters to me. It matters.
You're really devastated.
I'm really upset about Mario. I think this is huge.
I feel like Mario's off to bigger and better things.
Obviously, he's been in the game very long. He's a legacy.
Yes.
Okay, I get into that. Well, that's our What's Trending.
What's trending?
What's trending? I feel like we did a good job on that.
Yeah.
High five to you.
Yeah.
Can I just say, we get into the best part of the show because this is where you get to meet your favorite artist, our favorite artist. This is where they get to come and we can talk a lot of shit. We can talk a lot of bad things. We can say a lot of good things. We can ask questions that you want to ask. We want you to hashtag Underground Swim and ask the questions that you want Bosco to answer, because this is not just about us, even though we seem selfish. It's not about us. It's about you guys too, being able to talk to them and ask them the questions you want answered. Can we introduce the world to Bosco? Can we do that?
Let's do it.
If you haven't heard of her, you guys, she's incredible. She's from Atlanta, from the A, and she has an incredible sound. If you don't know her, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bosco. She had to fix herself because she wanted to make sure she looked cute for y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Bosco. Hi. Woo. I love you.
I love you too.
We had a good moment of meeting in LA at one of my favorite restaurants, Grub. And
good.
I knew people would love you, but I had no idea I would love you as much as I did. Like, she's the best. She's the best, folks. Let's get into it right. Like, honestly, B.
Yes.
How, like, so great. Her album
you.
just came out. You call it an EP, I call it an album because
I call it a project.
A project.
It's a middle.
I just think it's incredible. It's incredible, and I feel like I want to know how long it took you to build such a beautiful body of work and what went behind it, because I know it's all you. It's all your artistic vision, and I feel like if people don't know, you really need to listen to it because Adrenaline is incredible, and we fight because he loves he loves Love You.
Yes.
Okay, of course, because he's an R&B.
He an R&B head.
Bubble bag.
Yeah,
Yes,
he a bubble bag
all
dude.
day.
He a bubble
All
bag
day.
dude. I prefer the alternative
Bubble
route,
bag.
and I feel
Me
like
too.
Adrenaline is neat. So good. So tell us about just making this process and how long of a journey it's been for you, because you didn't just come on this scene. You've been here a while.
I've been here. I've been doing this for a while, but I would say the past year and a half, 2 years, I've really, kind of evolved into this thing that I can walk confidently in. And I think that's the larger part in being an artist is like you always have these gifts and it's innately, you're drawn to us, but until you start believing in it like wholeheartedly, that's when other people can like really see. So I started writing B September 20, I think, after my Girls in the Yard run. So maybe
Girls in the Yards, by the way, so dope. So dope.
Girls in the Yard run. So I think fall of 2016. So I think I worked on this about a year, but I've been collecting voice memos and kind of writing these songs for about 2 years and kind of just pieced it all together. I still want to work on it. Like I listen back to it and I'm like, man, I could have added this harmony.
I know the feeling.
I'm just like, you be hearing like, I'm still growing with the project, honestly.
But growth is good because it means you have people like the fans, they get to see and expect more and more, and they know that something more is coming. Since you mentioned Girls in the Yard, tell me about that because so dope, and you're not alone in that project. So tell us about the Girls in the Yard project. And because it was on Insecure as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that, by the way. Such a good look. Tell us about what Girls in the Yard is and why it was so successful and why Insecure picked it up in the first place.
Okay, so Girls in the Yard, I wanted to rap. I'm not
okay, Bosco. Oh, see, it's all coming out now. It's all coming out.
Rap. Like I've really been wanting to rap, and I felt like that I couldn't do it under the Bosco moniker because I've already built this idea and image and stuff like that. So I told my friend, Girls in the Yard is me and DJ Speakerfox. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
So I told her, I was like, if I get on live mixtapes, that solidifies my career. Because it's like, as an artist, I know it's like live mixtapes. I grew up very urban culture, South. And that was like, if you're on live mixtapes, you was doing something. And I was like, all right, I gotta get over there. I know that means nothing to y'all, but coming from an alternative Black kid, having no stamps of approval mean the world to you. Because they're like, okay, they get it. So I was like, I want to rap. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure this shit out. And it was the winter, I think winter time. I moved in with her for like 2 or 3 months. We started writing songs. It was a very communal process because I was looking for something that's outside of like, oh, she's so artsy. Like I wanted
to peg that on you, right?
Yeah. Like, and I appreciate that, I really do, but I wanted to kind of step out of that and be a little bit more tangible for people and then kind of go back to that. So Speakerfox was a great collaborator with that.
So good.
And I feel like that project, like people like MIA and Santiago kind of paved the way for that sound.
We had that conversation.
We did.
They paved the way for that sound, and I wanted to kind of give something back to that like void in the industry. And I wasn't expecting that project to do anything, honestly, because I'm like, I don't know how to rap.
Isn't it crazy when you don't expect something, everybody loves it?
Yes.
Like, it's just crazy when you don't expect anything from it.
I didn't. Like, I was like, I'm going to put this out. I just want to do something a little bit different. And then people like Shooter and they like Beamer. And I'm a big Missy Elliott fan, have been from visuals, like her relationship between her and Hype Williams and what they were able to create. And I don't know, I was just into that. And I think that's pretty.
Now you're
pretty
on
much it.
Insecure.
Now I'm insecure.
Now
Okay,
you're on
so
Insecure.
Insecure. So that
She's
song.
forgetting the dopest.
And that song, we didn't put that song out. Like, they sent a brief, because I have some songs I'm like, I would never say that. That does not go in my brand.
With that bass, yes.
I would never say that. And so Girls in the Yard, like, I was like, I'll only do it if it's Girls in the Yard. So the music supervisor hit me up, and they were like, we're looking for something kind of like this. You know, if you got something lying around, you know, send it over. You know, like broken pussy stuff and that. And I'm like, I got this song called
That was
Gucci.
amazing. That was amazing.
Gucci ice cream. I don't know. And then they were like, yo, this works perfect for that. So
Congratulations to that. That show is so massive. And for you to be on that soundtrack is
and
huge.
you too.
Thank you, man.
On
We
the
doing
last,
it. On the finale. I'm grateful. I think they're giving us a shot, artists like us a shot, and it's really imperative that more underground and indie artists, because you are independent, even though you're signed to Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold is independent, so it's not the same as being with the mainstream label. And please, I want to talk about that's why I want to have artists here, because you guys are not going to ask the questions that really need to be asked. Let these people know what it means to be on an independent label and how you don't get mad support, even though you know it's not the same as being on a mainstream label.
I've been with my label. I love my label. Let's go ahead.
Shout out to Fool's Gold.
Shout out to Fool's Gold. But we don't have that access or the funding to really execute the ideas. And I really appreciate the platform, and I appreciate that I'm in this tastemaker market. But with that being said, we don't have the funding to fully execute ideas. Like, I have so many ideas that I haven't even gotten out, where I have to partner with people like Beats and Vivo and all of these people to really get our ideas out. But I do have a background in art. I went to Savannah College of Art Design for fashion, but later learning that I just learned the fundamentals of Photoshop, Creative Suite, branding. You do your own set designs. I feel you on all of that, and doing your own decks and proposals. Like, I literally do all of that still, dude. Like, don't sit here and think that I don't. I really...
It's constant work.
It's constant work. It's constantly having people check your stuff, having people like believe in your ideas, and like, hey, I have this amount of money. I'm looking for an additional $20,000. Can we get this going? And I'm grateful for the grind, and I'm grateful for the struggle, because it showed me how to properly, I guess I didn't know how to ask for what I want. And when I had the education to ask for what I want, I saw so many doors open for me. I saw a lot of my relationship change is when I learned how to ask for what I want and the proper steps to get there to do that. So I can do videos like Castles and Adrenaline.
Such a great video.
And things like that. So I'm really learning the process, but I don't have the resources. I don't really have a lot of money to do what I'm doing. And thank God that I have a team that I work with, you know, at my creative agency, who can help me execute those ideas. I'm trying to compete, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on level.
They don't realize that we have to be on level, but we're indie. So people expect us to be at that level with none of the resources that the people we're competing with on. So I get that. And speaking of your agency, another creative that makes you special is that you have your own agency that you're building, and you're trying to pass that torch and get other artists involved, because you do have that background in fashion, you do have that background in tech, you do have that background. Let's talk about Slug Agency.
Okay, so Slug is a passion project. Me growing up in Savannah, Georgia, I didn't have a lot. I grew up in the church, so with that came a lot of barriers and boundaries and things you can and cannot do. So I had to create and imagine the world that I saw myself live in, especially being from a very coastal city, very slow, just the beach. You got your seafood. You from New Orleans, you get it. That's what I'm like, you get it.
We're kindred spirits, I tell you.
Yeah. And I had to create this world. So I remember going to like Barnes and Nobles and taking pictures of $20 magazines I couldn't afford, like being in middle school, high school, just trying to figure stuff out. So I wanted to provide a platform for minority creatives and other artists, to give them the platform to work with people like me. Like, we've done stuff with Snapchat so far. We've done stuff with Fader.
Urban Outfitters too, right? You did something at Urban Outfitters.
I did something at Urban is what Urban too. And it's a chance for them to like show their work. And I also feel like I did a lot of cold emailing not knowing what and just teaching them like, let's get the subject line together. Like, do not be sending them 4 to 5 paragraphs trying to, like, even like
elevator pitches.
Yeah. Yes. Elevator pitches. Like, I'm just like showing them like, all right, this is how you do it. This is how you do it well. Or if they want to collaborate with me on a project, we take on different artists and different projects like that. And I don't know, it's just my way of giving back, and it's a very selfless act because my face is not on it, you know what I'm saying?
It's dope though, because we need more artists like you to give the torch. A lot of artists are scared to give back because they don't want to lose their position, but what they don't understand is when they give the torch, you pass your legacy.
Yes.
Jock, I know you love her. I'm not gonna hog her because I
Yes.
know I hog her.
Yes.
I know you had her on your show too, but I know you had some questions for her as well.
Yeah, I didn't get to a couple questions. I wanted
Okay.
to know. This is a kind of a creepy question.
And do not be
questions are
pulling,
awesome.
do not be pulling no stuff up on the
no,
screen.
I got you. No
I'm
social
just playing.
media stuff. I got you this time. I wanted to know how often do you people watch? Like, do you go to the park sometimes just to kind of creep on people?
I'm really, really low key, very mysterious. So I don't know if
You
I'm
got your glasses
creeping.
So you're
on,
a stalker.
Yeah,
A little
yes.
bit, like a little
But
bit.
I comment. I'm very vocal on
Yeah.
social media. Like if I like something, you will know. I'm very vocal, and that's one thing I don't really get about other artists.
Yeah.
Is they'll like stuff, and they won't say
Come on.
nothing.
Exactly.
Come on.
And they'll like you could just send me
Yeah.
a DM with a star. At least
They won't give you
something.
the shine. They won't give you the
Yeah,
cosign.
and it's like I feel like once again, it's you being confident in what you have to offer.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I had my shit together and I felt this confident my whole career. But it's something to be said when you walk in your divine calling and your divine destiny. It's a certain confidence that comes where you just want to share. And I feel like the key to abundance is giving.
So real. It's so real. I love her.
snap to that. I
Yeah,
gotta snap to
she's
that.
so
That was-
bomb.
that
She's
was
so
dope.
bomb. We went on social media and we had the fans hashtag us Underground Swim and ask you questions that they wanted to answer. And one of them wanted to ask, how has Atlanta influenced your sound? Because Atlanta's a sound all it's on its own. It's been stolen a lot throughout the years when it comes from Outkast and what they were. But you're in a different realm. Your sound is different. How is Atlanta a part of that sound?
I would say that I know, like you said, Atlanta is known for the trap and rap, urban, but there is a creative scene here that is bubbling, and people like Saint Beauty,
Love Saint Beauty, by the
people
way, shout out
like
to them.
Command, The Feels. These are my circle of friends, and we share music, we do shows together. But I will say that if I have to think about the legacy of Atlanta, I am more prone to like people like TLC. I'm the biggest T-Boss fan.
Tone was nuts.
Yo,
Tone was nuts
Tone
and so
was
rare.
nuts. Her style, like, I love them. Escape, like, I was more on the 90s girl group vibe. But as far as like the current culture, I'm more on like the indie side of it. And because of the
But Atlanta has an indie side.
it does.
Which I think most people don't know that it has. You know what I mean?
Does. I mean, just from events, like I got my start. I think my sound created here is because there wasn't the venues like 5, 6, 7 years ago here. So a lot of the artists would create their own shows, build their own sets, do text messages like meet us here in 4 hours. We're going to do a show, and that's the kind of underground scene that I grew up with here. And I'm just so happy that I was a part of it, on the part of the forefront of that. And once again, I think like Slug is the way for me to not be here, but still provide a platform to do shows, to do events, and have other people who want to kind of come behind us and do the same thing.
It's dope. Another fan asked, since you mentioned Atlanta and LA, what's your favorite, Atlanta or LA? Because you've been in LA for a while now.
Ooh, that's my question.
That's your question?
Yeah, that's my question.
That's Jock's
Yeah.
question. Atlanta or LA? Because I seen you in LA. You've been moving in LA a lot lately, homie.
I feel
So
like it's...
watch it. Tell the truth.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
I like...
Ooh, this is a good question, Jock.
Yeah.
We got
Good
it.
for you.
That was good.
I like where my work live and exist in LA. I like how people respond to it. But as far as Atlanta, I just like the people here.
Like the South.
It's nothing like the people here. The support, like, they might not want to pay $15 for a ticket like LA.
Y'all so cheap.
They so cheap
though.
here.
That's $15.
But
That's expensive.
exactly.
they won't pay. They will not give you that 15. They won't. But they'll give you that 5, and there'll be like hundreds of people out there. And I know it's bad, but I can't pick. I can't pick. Like, if I can
She
bring
chose
my,
the PC answer.
Yeah.
if I could bring my people to LA,
Yeah.
that'll be cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like as an artist in Atlanta right now that I've done my work here as a musician, and I want my legacy to continue in Atlanta as a creative.
That's a fair one. Jock, you got another one?
I have one. So you're very stylish. Just what you have on.
Fresh.
Aesthetics on 10.
Thank you.
Where do you get like your style influence from?
Okay, so another reason why I like LA is because I am an Orange County kind of girl. Like,
What does that mean? I don't even see you as an OC girl.
Alanis Morissette,
Okay.
Gwen Stefani,
Okay.
Incubus.
Okay.
Like,
okay, you gave.
yeah,
you're
like,
fair.
so
That's fair. That's fair.
like the music culture there, like, I always, like, I remember MTV Unplugged, but it was this certain, like, group of people that were like, they
That's
just
fair.
have, they, like, Gwen had it.
She had it.
Like, but then again, I'm a huge Brandy fan, like you are.
Yeah.
So I still had, like, those, like, I used to like her braids, and she used to wear the little mid-dress with the little bell bottoms vibe. So my style is, like, alternative grunge kind of vibe.
No, when you say Gwen, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I never put her as an OC girl because she was just so rare. But when you say Alanis and Gwen,
Yeah.
they are it to me.
Yeah, and
So,
she had Lamb.
Oh my
like,
God,
that's what her
so
clothes-
good.
Yes.
Her whole aesthetic was amazing.
Yeah.
I get that. I see that because at first I was like, no, you're way into.
Yeah.
Any
I
other
like-
ones?
I just like the little Brandy shout out you gave.
Yeah.
I wanted to know also, just like, who are you listening to? Just like your travel companions. Because Issa Rae, you talked about Insecure earlier, and she said her travel companion is you. And Amine, who's your travel companion?
Okay, I'm still listening to a lot of underground music.
Which is, thank you. Shout out to Underground Swim.
It's this LA musician called Kiefer.
Yeah, I love Kiefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Kiefer. So I'm on that type of way.
Okay.
So I like Kiefer. I'm listening to. I went back to Amel LaRue.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, so good. I'm listening to her. Let's see. Whatever is on Lush Vibes Radio. That's on Spotify. A lot of beat maker music. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out to Spotify. Trying to think of vocalists that I'm listening to right now. I'm still listening to A Simple Kind of Life. I went back to that.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my guitarist, and I feel like I'm really, like, relating to her, like, just her life and how she was trying to be a musician, but she was still dating the guy in her band.
Yeah.
And she was like, the longer that I wait, the more selfish that I get.
Come on.
It's like,
Are you dating someone in your band?
no, not
So how I
anymore,
segued into
not
that?
anymore.
You said not anymore.
Not
Word.
anymore.
That didn't work out. Okay.
Not anymore. But it's cool to, like, date people that you work with, not in your band, but just, like, creatively.
'Cause they get you.
Sometimes, man, bro, you know what I'm saying? They get you. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, I want to ask you one more question, and then we'll have you christen our basement.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, you can
After
ask.
this?
Oh my God, ask me one right now.
Okay.
She came through with the. By the way, I'm interviewing you.
All right. So your trajectory and just how you started and where you are now. How do you feel in your position in music now? What you contribute, and just seeing just how you were and, like, what you've become. Like, do you feel like this is the best you've ever been? Do you feel like my music is exactly what I want it to be, what I want it to sound like? And why do you want to give the platform to somebody like me?
It's a lot of great questions. I am definitely the me that I want to be now. I love it. It is so much harder to be this me, because the more I feel it, the more authentic you are, the more authentic self you are, the more people don't want you to be that. You realize how much people really want you to be an idea and not exactly. They say they want you to be who you are, but then when you are who you are, it's not enough for them. But I love where I'm at right now. It took a long time to get here. And I think for me, I'm definitely making the music that I've always wanted to make. And I'm as creative as I want to be, the freedom that I have. I'm not, I'm even more indie than you are because, you don't have much with Fool's Gold, but you should have a foundation that at least can start you to get to someplace. I don't have any label at all, so it's been.
But you're doing so good.
I appreciate that.
You're doing so good.
And that leads me to the next, answering your next question. It would be wrong of me to speak of being an indie artist and pull this movement if I didn't give back in the process. So the whole reason for this show was to create a place because we couldn't get Jimmy Fallon, we couldn't get David Letterman, they won't give it to us, not because they don't love us, but just because politically it's just hard with all the competition that we have. I'm reminiscent of the times when MTV had Unplugged and when they had MTV News, Rap City, and it was like you had a space that you could go and watch people that maybe wasn't as popular. I just want to be among the people to have artists who are like me and give them a platform for people who want to see you. They can do it, and because we have streaming, because we have online, it makes it a little bit easier because we may not be on television yet. We are, you can click a button, and I feel like Adult Swim just does such a damn good job of curating music. So if anybody could do it, I thought, why not do it here? So it was nothing to beg them. I literally stalked Adult Swim and said, can we please do something where people are not just hearing these artists, but they're seeing them.
They're connecting.
Yeah. And because you are, Get It Up Bosco is going to be on Adult Swim singles, singles. It was only right she be the first. Yes. So I ask, can you christen our basement, be the first Popeye Cherry, and give us some of your records off this dope album? If you guys have not gotten it, please get B. It's on iTunes right now. If you haven't seen Castles, you need to see it. The video is bomb. Like, get into Bosco. Can you perform for us?
Yeah, can I just tell you how proud I am of you?
Thank you. We're friends, and so this is it was a no-brainer.
I'm so proud of you. I know we about to wrap up while he's doing that. I'm so proud of you just to see where you were and how you are now. And I'll tell you one thing, persistence will get you anywhere. Yeah. And I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep reaching out, even if they don't reach back out, because you've done your work.
Thank you.
And I love
back
you.
At you, Bosco. I love you too, B. All right, get into B, y'all. You want to come sit with me, Jock? Because I feel like I'm going to be singing real loud.
Is there any way we can cut that audio down? Okay. So the first song we're going to sing is Flowers. Can't believe you wanna make a mess out of me. But when I hit you up and try to make amends, you resist. When I see you on the street, you don't even come to speak. No way, no way. Catch the pace, know your place. Get my phone, check Explorer. Getting feelings, I can't help it. I know you'll say, trying to hold me. If flowers are red, then why they turn blue? I gave you the sky, I jumped over the moon. If flowers are red, then why they turn blue? Got me crying all night, acting like it ain't for the better, babe. If I didn't know how to cope, I could love you like you want me to. But you know it's cool, and I see you bopping in Nola. Guess it's real good for you, but who am I to hold you? Gotta let it slide. I cannot replace you. Hold my arms that can hold me. Yeah, I gotta let it slide. If flowers are red, and why they turn blue? I gave you the sky, jumped over the moon. saw red, and when I turned blue, I gave you the sky, jumped over the moon. Oh, no, I will. Yeah. Oh, no. Jumped over for you, I will. So that was Flowers. So the next song is Cigarette Sex, and a little background about this song is it was inspired by Monsters Ball. Never know how to do right, always do wrong. And I promise you not to... Let's start over. Can we start over? Is that cool? Or is it live? Okay, cool. Never know how to do right, always do wrong. And I promise and I tell myself that this will be the last time, yeah. But I need that one hit, breathe and need it. Can't get enough of you, your lips, I'm addicted to you. You can have the best of me. Tell me to leave. I'm sorry. Can I start one more time? I'm sorry. Oh, okay, cool. I think because I think in the beginning I was like do 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 da. Because I think it's just too fast, and then it goes to the strumming. We learned the acoustic version this morning. Sorry. Never know how to do right, always do wrong. And I promise and I tell myself that this will be the last time, yeah. But I need that one hit, breathe and need it. Can't get enough of you, your lips, I'm addicted to you. I'm giving you the best of me. You can have the best of me. I just can't leave. Make me feel good. Make me feel fine. A little pleasure, a little wine. 'Cause you're lush, babe. It should be a religion. 'Cause all I want is your cigarette sex. All I need. Make me need you, make me forget who I am. You and me, babe. I'll never let you go away. Away. Hurt so good, I pray to God on my knees. I let it go. I love you till the sun goes up again, again. You know I'm giving you the best of me, babe. Tell me to leave, but you can have the best of me. I just can't leave, so make me feel good. You make me feel fine. A little pleasure, a little wine, yeah. 'Cause your love should be, it should be a religion. 'Cause all I want is your cigarette sex. Joy launch me. It should be every day. Shine, 'cause all I want is cigarettes, cigarettes, cigarettes. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Well, time makes older, children get older, I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Well, time makes older, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Landslide. Thank you. Thanks, Don.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you, everybody, for coming and seeing Bosco. Give it up for Bosco one more time. Jock, thank you for being here. This is Underground Swim, you guys. Make sure you tag us at Underground Swim. Let us know how you're doing. Next up will be one of my favorite people, Machine Drum. Till then, stay weird. We like you. It's for us, by us. Bye.